What's up, everybody? Jeff Mance here for Fantasy Alarm TV. Another DFS checklist item of the day. Today, I'm going to answer a question many of you posed to me. Jeff, why do we stack in daily fantasy sports? For one, let's get rule number one about stacking over with. You don't stack in cash games. It's not a smart idea. Diversify in cash, stack up in GPPs. Why do we stack in GPP? What does that do for us? Well, what it does, and I like to go, my favorite thing is mini stacking, 2 to 3 guys at a max, all in consecutive order. I don't like skipping around in lineups. It's just my mentality. Other folks advise you to do it. I do not. The worst thing you could ever have is have a stack, a guy get out, part of your stack get making out, and in the end, the other guy's leading off. It ruins the whole idea behind it. What we want out of stacking is this. We want guys consecutively to get on base, and ideally one of them to provide a power option. All this talk about Bryce Harper being worthless in daily fantasy because how much he walks, well, if you have Daniel Murphy coming up behind him, or Ryan Zimmerman when he was doing it, or whoever, if you get a guy on base, you get the pitcher out of the stretch, you've got the walk, you get points for that. If Zimmerman or whoever is behind Harper goes deep, you're getting the walk, the run scored, the home run, the RBI, of course, the run scored for that player as well. Or if he launches a double, you get the run. You maximize your productivity. Again, you don't think it's a big deal. Why not just want everybody to hit a solo home run? Solo home runs are nice. It's not going to win you a GPP. And that's what we're doing with stacking. We don't want to place in the money in a GPP. We want to come in the top 5%, specifically the top 5 overall of any guaranteed prize pool tournament that we're in. So those are the reasons we do it. We maximize our output. You may not realize it, but when you start stacking, those guys work. It's a lot easier for 2 or 3 guys to get on a consecutive and be productive than it is 3, 4, 5, or even 6 that you used to be able to do over on DraftKings, 5, of course, this year. So those are some of the reasons behind stacking. I think it's very important, and you get 2, 3 extra points per time. You get the on base, even if it's a walk or a run, add it up a couple times. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 more points. And then you go to a tournament that you've done really well in. Those extra 8 to 12 points, those could be the difference between finishing in 30th place or 50th place around there to finishing 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or even 1st and taking home the huge prize pool, which we know these contests are heavily weighted towards the top. That's why we take a chance, and that's why we stack in daily fantasy baseball. If you've got questions for me, tweet me at Jeff_Mans or at Fantasy Alarm on Twitter. Check out fantasyalarm.com, the DFS Playbook Pro, which you could find fantasyalarm.com/winning, and drop us a note there as well, folks. Until next time, for the DFS Checklist and Fantasy Alarm TV, this has been Jeff Mans.